All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol NIO, NEO Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So NEO Inc. actually broke through the resistance. We kind of chopped this one up real well because there was a wide spread here yesterday from support all the way up to resistance, and none of these numbers were even near touch. This continued the momentum as I stated. The bulls needed to break through resistance, and from that point forward they hit newer highs. I mean, they used the resistance as a support, as you could see, and from that point forward it continued to run, reach newer highs that we're about to look at, and we're going to look at this closely as I move the resistance and support to their new location, and we're going to see what is important for tomorrow. So let's go ahead and move our resistance to its new point of reference, and we're going to look at our support. But I do want us to pay close attention to as well to some numbers on the way down. If this was to go in the other direction, we're going to look at the highest point reached and the 50-day moving average. And when we zoom out, I mean, NEO has been with no point of reference of turning back. This has been all the way up on growth, and something that I really want to go ahead and point out is how quickly this has grown in the last about 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks, and it's incredible. But I do want to point out as well to all of you guys that we're about to hit the $50 mark if it continues this momentum and run. So I want to ask all viewers and investors, I want you guys to comment down below based off of the articles and things you've seen, because a lot of people are saying different numbers. I've seen $60, $50. I remember when we were used to be talking about $40 and we broke through that. So everybody started moving, their predictions to $50, $60, $100, $150, and I've seen up to $200. What are your guys' true, I don't want you guys to say crazy numbers, true numbers of what you think this is going to reach? I mean, we're really close to 50, so I think many people may believe that it's going to break through 50. I would like to see who believes it won't, that there might be a rejection, but who believes that this is going to continue to run, and up to what numbers? I mean, we've seen the growth. It's been very healthy. I mean, the healthiest time that there's like no sign of worry was all this time here. You can clearly see the consolidation and running up. But here there's been some volatility. I mean, we fell into bearish territory. That was really an important time yesterday and the last 2 days. And if they didn't break through those resistance levels that need to be broken through, this was going to be falling below the 50-day moving average, and it did. And here we are. We're at this point. So now the momentum needs to continue. So I would love to see your guys' comments down below on what you guys think, what you guys see, what you guys is possibly a thought, food for thought on what you guys see this going to. I would love to engage in conversation, or you guys amongst each other, share your thoughts and true valid statements. Don't be giving me some wild numbers. I know I said there's up to 200, up to 100. What do you guys really feel? Because it's really good to know as investors all together collectively where we're all at and what we're all thinking, because everyone that's invested into NEO has a purpose of being in it, and they have a term of time where they think they're going to be in it for a certain amount of time or so forth. So a lot of investors are probably in this and they're like, well, I'm fine with the numbers. We haven't hit where I want to go or where I see this going, which is $50 or $60, which then also shows the commitment of investors. So I would love for you guys, like I said, to all share down below your thoughts. You guys all have a voice as well. It's not just my voice in these videos. You guys are all part of the community collectively for Invest for Tomorrow. We are all here as a community to learn and grow together, and also share that information, again, like I said, to share it all together and learn together. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So NEO is currently right now at the highest points that it's ever reached. So what's the highest point that it's reached? It was up here at 49.35. I'd write that down. That resistance level is just as important as the one we're about to look at, but it's the most important to continue to break through and reach that $50 mark and continue to hit newer highs and newer resistance levels, because it's not that far from it. So that is a very important resistance level to continue to run up, and it needs to be broken through, proven, and turned into a support to pull away and reach newer highs. Now, the lowest point in this run as it leveled off and where the bears tried to stop this, but the bulls continued, was down here at about 43.62. I'd write that down. That's the second most important number according to the volatility of this stock, if it's going up or down for the next coming days and weeks. So keep those two numbers in mind. Super important numbers as this plays out. So what is our resistance level? Well, it's 49.09. We're currently at 48.77. 49.09 needs to be broken through by the bulls to be turned into a support so they can continue this momentum, continue this run, and pull up further away from the 50-day moving average in an upward direction. And what is the 50-day moving average? Well, it's 43.73. As long as we're above it, bulls are in control. The moment we're below it, the bears are in control. So it's important for the bulls to pull away from this point, 43.73, reach newer highs, and actually break through this resistance by turning it into a support and start to pull away from 49.08 to continue this momentum. So keep that in mind. Super important number for the bulls to continue the momentum. Now, what's our support? Our support is actually here at this point, 46.65. If 46.65 gets broken through, you have that window between support and the 50-day moving average, which is 43.73, to see how this stock is reacting. You're still in bullish territory. But I do want to emphasize to all investors, it's always good to pay close attention to how the stock is reacting. If it breaks through support, how quickly is it moving down to newer lows? Or are the bulls trying to reappear and bring this one back up into that momentum to break through resistance of 49.08 and continue to pull away from the 50-day moving average? Or did it break through the support of 46.65 and start hitting newer lows, newer supports, and starting to get closer to the 50-day moving average to then get into bearish territory? So super important to keep that in mind, how the stock reacts if it breaks through support. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. So, trivia question. The trivia question is, what are the two most important points, the lowest point and the highest point, right? Which is actually the bullish side of things and the bearish side of things, according to the volatility for the next coming days and weeks. What were those 2 points? I stated them earlier in the video, and I hope to see your guys' comments and answers down below, because if you made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you. But not only that, but thank yourself, because those 2 points are the most important points for the next coming days and weeks to keep in mind on how this stock will play out according to the volatility of this going in a downward direction or an upward direction. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.